just the emotions like yesterday in the locker room, just seeing you guys' name pop up on the selection sheet?
If I could say one word for it, I'd say raw. It was pure reaction, and it was just so much happiness going throughout all of us in the locker room, and because obviously we didn't know for sure or not if we were going to make it in, and seeing Arizona State pop up, all of our hearts just sank in a good way, and we all hugged each other and started screaming. It was awesome, and I'll remember it for a while.
After coming so close last year, did it kind of make that moment just a little sweeter, knowing that you guys were finally going to be able to have a chance to put the number 6 out there?
Sorry, could you repeat that one more time?
Did how last year ended with you guys being so close just make it a little bit sweeter, knowing that you guys are going to have an opportunity to play for the national championship?
Yeah, the way I look at it is that it's a whole new season. I mean, all of the games from February to the end of May, they're kind of meaningless now in a sense, to where everyone's just playing to move on now, and if you lose, you're out. So it does make it a lot better that we haven't made it in a while, and making it now, it gives us that chip on our shoulder, and we kind of got nothing to lose. So we're dangerous going into this.
You're pretty familiar with Jack Robinson Stadium. What is it just going to be like going back there? I know you guys split the midweek series with them this year, won the series last year. What does it just mean to be able to go back to that stadium in postseason baseball?
It's a super big full circle moment for me individually because like you said, I played there for my freshman year, and I have a ton of friends on that team that I still am really close to and connect with a lot. So I think it's good for us as a team too, going somewhere that we're familiar with and playing against a team that we've beat, and we've beat a lot. So it's super exciting for all of us. We all love California. The weather's going to be perfect, and I don't think we could ask for a better place to go for a regional.
I know the idea is kind of take it one opponent at a time, but have you thought about the potential of you pitching against UCLA?
Yeah, I could, and I'm not sure whether I am or not yet, but if I do, I'm just going to treat it like every other game and compete my butt off and do whatever I can to help us win.
Given that you've been the Friday night starter all year, Willie was saying earlier that he's still kind of looking at how the rotation is going to shake out, and he wouldn't name a game one starter. How do you wrap your head around just, the fact that your role might be a little different? You might pitch game 2, game 3, and not that first game.
I just know that whether it's me or Martinez or Barrett, that we're all going to go out there and we're going to do our job. And like I said earlier, it doesn't matter what's on their jersey. We're all going to play our game. And I'm not sure when I'm going to pitch. I'm not sure when they're going to pitch, but I'm sure Bloomy's going to get it all figured out, him and Jeremy, and they're going to set the right plan for us.
So many new pitchers and freshmen coming into the sophomore year, like Cole Carlone, just stepping up. How have you seen this pitching staff just grow into what it's become? I mean, you and Martinez, first and second in the Big 12 in strikeouts, a little bit more CRAs in the conference.
I think just overall maturity. You see all these guys, like the young guys, stepping up this year. Where last year we didn't have that as much, where it was kind of guys getting their feet wet in college baseball, so it wasn't the easiest situations for them. And you see guys like Cole Carlone, who's just absolutely taken off and finding himself and knowing what his strengths are, and you can really see how dominant these guys can be when they just trust in themselves and they have guys next to them that believe in them. And it's going to be super fun to see the rest of their careers after this year. And but right now we got the right guys to make something happen.
How big of an impact has Jeremy Ricardo made with you guys in his first year here as the new pitching coach?
He's made a massive impact. He's been a huge part of my development personally, and plenty of other guys too. But his main thing is just helping you find out what your identity is and what you do good, and understanding that baseball is a game at the end of the day, and not letting the negatives get too low and the positives get too high, and just understanding that failure is going to happen. That's what makes you better. And Jeremy's just a really good guy to talk to about that stuff, and he always has a smile on his face, so it's easy to.
You feel like you have the best mustache on the team, or something?
I think I'm up there. But I will say that I hate to say it, but Josh Butler's got a really good mustache too.
You played with Blake Pence of the UC Irvine catcher in high school. What are those interactions been like recently?
We haven't talked in a long time, but in high school he caught me every single time I pitched when he was on my high school team, and I think that's another little full circle moment going back, because I was committed to UC Irvine out of high school before I went to UCLA, and it's all coming together now. It's really cool playing against guys that I used to play with all the time, like my freshman year of college and high school, like Penso. So back in my home state, an hour away from where I grew up, it's going to be super cool and fun. A lot of people come to see.
What's it going to be like just playing in front of that many friends and family? Obviously out here at ASU, they make the trip, but just kind of two worlds clashing with Arizona and California kind of come together.
Yeah, I think it's going to be super meaningful. A lot of my family is going to be able to make it out that wouldn't be able to if we were to go somewhere else. So I'm super grateful for that always, and just competing against my friends on my old team, which is going to be awesome too. It's just winner take all, and we're going to leave it all out on the field.
How would you sum up the way you feel, the ball's coming out right now? Do you feel like you're in a good spot heading into the most important?
Yeah,
part?
I think, like I said earlier, it's a brand new season, and we got a brand new mentality. We all, every single guy in this clubhouse is on the staff has one goal, and that's Omaha. And whoever's standing in our way, we're gonna give it all we got.
With how the regular season ended for Oklahoma State, and how the game against BYU went, do you think that kind of was a bit of a wake-up call for you guys, of just knowing that you're getting a chance to compete for national championship and there's not many mistakes you guys are going to make?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense there. With that last 4 games of us losing and making it a little nerve-wracking for us, I think it put into perspective how lucky we are to get an opportunity now, and that gives us that chip on our shoulder to push even harder. And now that we got that opportunity, we're going to take it and run with it, and we're going to give it all we got, and we're not going to take our foot off the gas.
How do you handle the stress or anxiety of pitching in these higher stakes games, or like if you have to toe the mound? Is there some strategy you use, or just like take it pitch by pitch?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Taking it pitch by pitch. Just being where my feet are and being present is a big thing for me and a big thing for us, because getting too caught up in what could happen or what did happen is what can turn us off course. So the main thing that helps me is just getting to do this with all my brothers and my teammates, and that's what makes it extra fun and special for us, is that we get to all do this together, and it's not just one of us dealing with all that stress and anxiety. It's all of us, so it makes it a lot easier to cope with it and work with each other around it.
You guys as a team have a lot of playing experience, maybe not as much postseason experience. Guys like Kyle Walker making it with Grambling State, and Jack Martin is making it to the College World Series. What have they kind of been just telling you guys of what to expect?
Yeah, we got 2 guys on our team that were national champions last year, which they have a lot of insight. They played at University of Tennessee and went all the way with them, so they know what it takes, and they've spoke out on it, and it just takes us coming together. I sound like a broken record, but that really is the key to it, is just playing for each other and not worrying about what's going to happen or what did happen, and just fighting for each other and fighting for ASU across our chest. Thank you.